Time for us to talk more about your weather this weekend. And of course, as we look ahead to the week before us, look at that water rushing behind you right there, Bragg. It kind of took all my attention.
Oh yeah, we mentioned the Fountain Green flooding here today. This is specifically at the cemetery. Brian Draper capturing this video. Yeah, something problem here with the storm drain just overflowing. They picked up over an inch of rain in a short period of time, just overwhelming the system. Many fields flooded out here, but this is very impressive coming through. So Brian, thank you for, well, taking a little bit of risk to get this video where, yeah, we've had a problem here throughout the weekend, this past week, this monsoon flow, keeping active weather going. As we look today, though, high getting up to 92 degrees today in Salt Lake City before we got the clouds and the rain, close to average temperatures where, yeah, as we do get these showers, things cool off quite nicely. As we're calming down just a bit here across northern through central Utah, where, you know, we've had the showers today, thunderstorms producing the heavy rain, a lot of lightning all across the state. Conditions improving, though, here in the overnight hours. There's a few little areas that we still see some active weather as a possibility moving through the evening. Looking at your current temperatures, we're right now in Salt Lake City, we're at 73 degrees, upper 60s in Provo. It's comfortable outside, feel a little muggy. As we look at the watches and warnings now, earlier on we had flood watches in effect for most of central and southern Utah. A few locations across southern Utah also looking at flood advisories, flood warnings. Everything's expired right now, but again, we are looking at a couple spots, still holding on to a few isolated rain showers, even some thunderstorms, but definitely improvements here. We're looking at some rain that tracked through portions of Utah County, Orem, Provo, moving up up Provo Canyon, heading up into areas such as Heber. Also seeing that line continuing on, potentially impacting some of the Wasatch back, Camas up through Colville. But all in all, we've been looking at these line of thunderstorms really producing heavy rain, traveling along I-15, moving up through Malad, over towards Snowville. That's also moving off towards the northeast, but the threat of thunderstorms still is a possibility for tomorrow from the Storm Prediction Center. Northern central, southwest Wyoming still an area of focus. So some of the moisture moving away, but residual moisture will keep the possibility of rain going here across northern Utah, but chances even for southern Utah, where we look at the excessive rain outlook for tomorrow, where we potentially could produce some quick rain. Again, like we saw today, a half of an inch of rain, still a chance. So the flash flood potential, looking at some of these recreational spots, some of the Slot Canyon areas, looking at the national parks. Today, many of those locations, actually all of them in the orange, probable, now shifting as we're getting a little bit of an upgrade there, possibility for tomorrow. So improvements where moving into Tuesday, most locations just not expected. So we're drying out slowly for some of us, initially looking like across southern Utah, as we'll be looking at some clouds and some showers overnight. Conditions really do improve. Starting off tomorrow morning, you can see by 7:30 a.m. maybe potentially that northeast quadrant of the state, so the Uinta Basin pushing up through southwest Wyoming. You might start off with some showers. Moving through the afternoon, we start to see that heating of the day and that residual moisture, more isolated showers and thunderstorms. Not as widespread, so we don't have as big of a concern, but definitely seeing some improvements there. But the chance is still there. We're here along the Wasatch Front. Instead of being a 50, 60, 70% chance, we're scaling back to about a 30% possibility. Heading into Tuesday, though, conditions really do improve, maybe a few isolated mountain showers. All in all, we're going to get a break, especially as we go Tuesday through Wednesday. Tonight, though, still a chance of seeing some showers. Northern Utah, southwest Wyoming, and again, looking over the Uinta Basin, rest of the state, the clouds are beginning to push away. Overnight lows for many spots in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Now, for tomorrow, we get the heating of the day before the clouds start filling in. We get up into the low 90s once again for Ogden and Salt Lake City, upper 80s in Provo. Many spots in the 80s towards northeastern Utah, 90s from Cedar City, close to triple digits in St. George. I don't think St. George will see much action. Cedar City, you might get an isolated rain shower or an isolated thunderstorm, but then Tuesday, just really not much of a chance there. St. George, as we're clearing out, drying out, we do heat up just a little bit, 103 for Tuesday. Thursday, Friday, we reintroduce that upper level moisture, seeing a chance of those afternoon showers and some thunderstorms, but drying out and pushing away that moisture by the weekend should be good for any weekend plans that you have for southern Utah. Similar trend here across northern Utah. Slight chance tomorrow, break Tuesday, Wednesday. We see that chance of an afternoon shower Thursday and Friday. Pushing away, though, for the weekend as temperatures more comfortable, mid-80s Saturday and Sunday. But for the next couple of days, feeling a little bit of heat, especially on Tuesday, as highs will be in the upper 90s.
Thank you so much, Bragg. Folks, if you have photos and videos of the weather happening in your neighborhood, we'd love to see it. Just scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you to the Utah Weather Authority Facebook page, and you can share it there, and we may get it on air. Also, stay up to date on the very latest weather where you are. You can download our Utah Weather Authority app. Scan the QR code right there on your screen and it'll help you download the app on the Apple App Store and Google Play.